All right, good evening. I'm going to teach on two topics. It's going to be a two-in-one video this evening. All right, the first one is going to be about immature talk. Immature talk with the elder. I'm 47 years old. Thank you, Lord. And people may think that I'm petty when it comes to me picking and choosing who I rather, talk to. Now, I rather not talk with no one. And I'm just going to be honest. I'd rather not talk to no one. But if I have to talk to anyone, it's going to have to be about business or and God. Period. And if the conversation turns out great with business and spiritual talk, that's cool. And then if it turns for worse, then I'm the type of person who say, okay, you know what, blessings, and I'll walk away humbly. I'm not of wrath. I'm not of strife. I'm tired of arguing. So I do none of that. I don't go back and forth like I used 2 years ago with disputing. I used to have fun disputing. I dispute anything, especially in my drunken days. I've done it all. I couldn't wait to get drunk to have a dumb conversation just to go back and forth and so-called win a debate with a dodo. And as I was a dodo too. But I'm saying I don't do all that no more. I'm getting older. I'm getting wiser. And I have to use my conversation wisely. I cannot stand wasting conversation. Not at all. I do not like wasting my time talking with people. And that goes back from the last video when I was discussing about selfish convos. People who want to talk to me, but when I try to talk back within the means of their conversation, they ignore, they cut it off, or they walk away, or they act like they don't want to hear it. And that's fine, because I don't like wasting conversation. But I be doggone if you're going to think that you're going to hold me up with my time to keep hearing your conversation on stupidity is what I'm saying. Now, immature talk. I come across a lot of people at work especially, and who are of age, like 40 plus. And I hear some of them because they all talk loud because they want my validation on the stupidity talk that they have with one another. And I'm the type of person, I don't intervene with someone's conversation unless I'm invited to do it, unless I'm permitted to join the conversation. But like if this was to happen, I would flip the conversation. If it's immature, I will flip it and I will make it positive. The results of that is me getting my point across, but they may not enjoy the feeling of the type of conversation that I may throw within their immature conversation. Adults my age gets off with immature talk because they don't want to talk truth. They lack wisdom, true. They definitely lack the wisdom, but they don't want to persist with the truth because they'll be talking about themselves. See, these people are liars and they're fake. So they'd rather talk childish and stupid and blame shift within the conversation and always talk about other people to take the focus off themselves is what I'm saying. And I'm the type of person, if I'm invited, because you're always seeking my validation or your validation, you get in the conversation after being permitted and you flip the script. And then, I don't know if you agree with this. If you've done this, I flip the script and I go back to the dodo where it needs to be too. I talk to them. See, I don't talk about the person who they talk about. The person is not there. I just flip the script and I get on them, but in a positive way, not attacking, not derogatory, but I get on them. And they'll know I'm talking about them because I'm looking at them and I'm giving them teaching, and they do this all the time. Cut the conversation or walk away. I've had that a lot. I talked to them after I was permitted. It's a difference. You invited me. And before you invited me, you kept looking at me to see if I was going to agree with the stupidity talk. And I'm just like, what you think, KK? What you think? Okay, but there we go. And I only get in the conversation unless I know that I'm led to tell you something, to teach you something. If I'm not led to teach, I'm like, I'm good. I ain't got nothing to do with that, hey, don't involve me. No, I'm good, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if I feel that I can teach something on what you're saying, because you're shenanigan with your talk, I get in and I be like, oh, okay, cool then. So yeah. So did you tell Shaniqua how you feel about that? Huh? Yeah, did you tell Shanika how you feel? You telling Robert and them and you want to get me involved, but did you tell Shaniqua how you feel about her dating some married man? Did you tell her that? Oh, no, I was going to tell her that, but she ain't been to work, so, hey, I'm just saying. I said, well, I tell you what. You need to you need to stop the conversation right about now and go talk to Shaniqua about it. Don't tell everybody at work about how you feel and your opinion about her, what choose and choice she had with sleeping with somebody else. Man, that's her business. Now, if you have any inputs about it, hallelujah, go tell Shaniqua how you feel about it. That's what KK gonna say about it, huh? And I'm saying that in front of everybody because you, who is in the wrong, will probably go back and tell Shanika that I said something other than what I just said because you look stupider now. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm just saying. That's what I do. When people talk stupid, foolish, and you want to invite me or you seek my validation about what you're talking about as if I'm supposed to be some dodo and it's going to laugh and ha and he and agree to the shenanigan talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's disrespect right there. So I just get in. I just flip the script. And that's on you now. And seeing everybody else going to be like, it's just so, yeah, you got the numbers up. Yeah, that's what I get. And I shut the whole conversation down. Yes, I do. When I do that, I shuts it down. And the dodo will flip it and talk about Scooby-Doo. They'll talk about Caillou. They'll talk about Soul Train. They'll talk about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the new episodes and all this stuff. Stupidity talk. And I just go back over there and walk around. And that would be the first and the last time somebody would ever invite KK into their conversation. That's what you do, people. When people are talking stupid and they want to seek your validation, they're always looking at you for your and y'all, and then they want to invite you. What you think about it, such and such? Just flip the script. Now, if you don't want to flip the script, if you don't have the knowledge to flip the script, then don't get involved at all. Because let me tell you something. When they do that, they just want your input so they won't be the only one giving the input about somebody else's choice that they're making in life when they're not there in the conversation, basically gossiping. That's all. They just want your input so when something go down, well, Julian, he says this and that and the other. It wasn't just me, it was Julian too. And you be like, well, wait a minute. See, and now you all in the midst of the shenanigan. Just flip the script. You want me to get involved, and I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to teach to you. I don't know nothing about what's going on with Shaniqua and her, whoever she's sleeping with, and I don't care. But I'm here to tell you, shut up. Why do you care? Did you go to her and tell her about everything you over here pouring out there, and you want everybody to get involved with your gossip? What you doing? No, we're going to cut it up right now. Stop. And that's what's going on. Now, the reason why I call it immature, because that's what it is. Who cares? That's not your business. Talk business. Don't talk about something that's not your business, but talk business. I like to talk business about growth and development, buying homes and saving money. I teach on how to save money, how to accumulate, spiritual means within yourself, how to develop a relationship with God Almighty. That's kingdom talk. A lot of people don't know kingdom talk. I like to talk about something that's going to help you elevate in life. That's what I do. And for the most, there's no one that I can really talk to that can be on that level. Huh? When I'm talking to Chris and a dodo come in and because they heard like a key point within the conversation so they feel comfortable. Oh, well, I didn't understand none of that she was talking about, but I understand the part about the cleaning house. So let me just invite myself on it because I understood that because you just want to be part of an adult conversation. Huh? No, go back over there with such and such who was talking about Shaniqua. But now the person heard what I said about them. Now I ain't going over there no more. I'm finna go over there with Gay. When I talk to people, others get scared because they know I'm talking real. So when I'm talking to Chris and the dodo invite himself in because he heard a key point where he may feel that he can agree about to have enough courage to jump in the conversation, he gonna get his feelings hurt. Because when he do that after he wasn't permitted to do so, I'm going to look at him. That's all. I'm just going to look at him or her. I'm just going to look, giving them the cue that they were wrong for intervening in the conversation when they weren't invited. I wasn't talking that loud for you to even, I didn't know. This not that over there. So, that's the key for them to move. Now, the person who I'm talking to, Chris, if he talk to the person who was just stupid enough to intervene, then I'm going to walk away. Because Chris was unwise to cahoots with the... Wait a minute, why you... Chris, no, that's not permission for the dodo to intervene. It's me and you talking. I don't like that. I don't like when someone intervene and I give them the look like, excuse you? And then the person who I'm talking to, talk to the person like you're giving them permission to cut in like that. That's disrespectful. So when that happens, I just walk away and let them two talk. And then, of course, the conversation turns immature. Why? Because Chris, who was talking wise for a minute, allow a dodo who's immature change his whole understanding of the conversation. And then later on, Chris realized, man, I was just talking stupid. Okay, now let's just say if Chris was wise enough to not even allow the dodo to do it. When I gave him the look, then the dodo be like, oh, my bad, I ain't mean to do all that, my bad. Well, you're not the victim. Why you, oh, my bad, man, why you looking at me like that? Because you're stupid. You a grown man or you a grown woman. You knew not to do that. What you mean? No, you're a problem and I'm the solution. Ain't no victims over here. So you looking at me like, oh, man, I ain't mean to do that. My bad, I won't do that no more. That's right. Now you can perform all you want, but you was wrong for that. Come on, we're adults. Most adults who are immature want you to treat them like a child. Like they want you to pamper them. Oh, so I was supposed to be like, well, no, such and such. No, well, we're not talking to you, so you don't have to intervene. No, I'm not doing that. This is a grown dodo who lack wisdom and don't probably ever want to learn wisdom. And just by me looking at them could give them the key that they were wrong. And so this is them not wanting to learn wisdom. So they want to play victim. So they don't want to learn wisdom, meaning that they will continue to act like a dodo intervening on people's conversation when they weren't permitted to. See what I'm saying, people? I can't stand that. It's like, come on. Now, the next talk. Those who seek validation by jokes. You ever had a meeting? Let's just go with meeting. Let's go with the workplace and having meetings. Now, we can have a meeting and, let's say like maybe 14 employees in one room and we have the manager discussing about the numbers or employee of the month or anything, or somebody finna leave the company or whatnot. I cannot stand when you have that one dodo validating, seeking employee or co-worker who sits in the meeting and always cracking. I can't stand. It's like, would you shut up? I can't stand that. Now here's the icing on the cake with this dodo who consistently always saying something corny to get attention. Now the attention is on the person who may be having a birthday coming up and they're being congratulated on how many years they've been there or they finna retire. And this one dodo wants the attention right back on them. And they say something stupid or corny to get attention and get a good laugh. And everybody who's stupid, they laugh at it because they like Frank. They like Frank and he's a stupid young dude. But they pat Frank with his petty jokes because they all have insecurity. They all lack security of themselves. And when I'm in the midst, listen, when a person like me who they all fear anyway because of the Spirit of the Lord. And it's not alone because of your work ethics or my work ethics. We do this. They may be good employees too, some of them. But what I'm saying is, if you're feared by the majority of these co-workers at the meeting, they're not going to pay attention to you at all. They see you, but they don't want to give you. They don't want to give you the gratification. They don't want to acknowledge you. So what happens is, if a dodo is clowning and want the attention on him or her, everybody, yeah, keep it coming, because we don't want anything slightly on KK. Now remember, mind you, the person who is really the focus is someone who may be leaving, or someone who's talking about the numbers and we're trying to grasp up, but you got that one dodo who always tell corny jokes to get a laugh, and you got the weak insecurity co-workers who laugh at them and it's not even funny. And I sit back and I don't laugh. I sit back and I just be like, what? Like, would you shut up? This is every time. And I'm at the point where I don't like to have these corny meetings because it's really not nothing. And I know that I got to sit in this meeting and hear this young dodo tell corny, stupid jokes because he seeks validation. And everybody around here who seeks it too, they laugh. And they force themselves to laugh to validate him or her. You see what I'm saying? I cannot stand that. Now, with that, it was a moment where they was doing this. They do this all the time. When they're there, they do it all the time. Now, it was a moment where I was granted Employee of the Month at this job. I was granted Employee of the Month. Now, the thing about it is that when they granted it to me, the dodo and everybody else was quiet. You could hear a pin drop. And I was shocked too. I was like, whoa, hold on. Where that come from? Okay, whatever. Now, when they so-called gave it to me, another dodo who always said something smart or whatever, and they all would laugh at it or whatever. But when they granted me the Employee of the Month, a dodo said, okay, y'all. Well, no, the manager would be like, okay, cool, congratulations, and all right now, so yeah, anything else, y'all? And then the dodo would be like, I'm ready to go. And then we get, it's like, So after they granted me the Employee of the Month, the last remark was, I'm ready to go. And everybody just busts up laughing after that. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because everybody agreed to why he was ready to go. In other words, he was disappointed that they granted me that, and everybody else agreed too. So they laughed at his corny, I'm just ready to get up out of here, I'm ready to go. And everybody bust up laughing like that was like the most hilarious Martin Lawrence mic ups ever. You see what I'm saying? It was just one of those moments like we was at a stand-up comedy show and he said one catch and everybody just found it hilarious. But see, this is what I'm saying, people. When you are around people who are of immaturity and who lack security of themselves, and they show a lot of insecurities because of you, who stands their ground, who keeps it real, who keeps it 100 every step of the way. Do not change that. These people are threatened by you. They feel your presence even when you're not saying nothing. They feel your presence when you're not even there, but knowing that you still work there. You understand what I'm saying? Do not change your realness for these fake people out here. Do not change it. And if anybody want to come at you and try to invite you into their fakeness, you going on and go in. But what I mean is you going in for a purpose and you going in to show your realness. You going to discombobulate the atmosphere. You going to burn it with your 100s. You understand what I'm saying? You going to get that hard that's with that fire up on it and you going to throw it up in there and you going to set it up. You going to lit it up and they all going to run out like roaches. Oh, we ain't on that. And they going to be looking within shame like, man, why did you even invite her? Why you had to bring her name in it? Man, really? So I'm telling y'all, when you're around fake people, you can either humble yourself And if they invite you, give them what they ask for. And you're going to hurt everybody's soul in there. And that would be your first and your last time that you would ever get invited to a fake conversation. Shalom.